everyone. Good morning. Today we're talking about Venus. Today we're talking, oh my God, this thing is so intense. Like, it takes two hands to get it. This blowtorch. But it's worth it when it happens. We're talking about Venus today and our Venus retrograde that is taking us from, today's the 4th of March. Venus went retrograde on the 1st of March. She at 10 degrees of Aries. She's going to retrograde back into Pisces energy on the 27th of March. And she's going to station direct on the 12th of April at 24 degrees of Pisces. This is going to be on the full moon in Libra at 23 degrees. This is a really fascinating transit. And I had asked this community, what you wanted to really talk about this week. And I had two people ask, one for an all signs reading and one for some chats on Venus retrograde. And I already have a whole video on tracking Venus that has all of the key dates. She makes very powerful conjunctions with the North Node and Neptune and Mercury. She's kind of dancing with Mercury. The Mercury retrograde is like encompassed, encapsulated within the Venus retrograde. So I'm not going to talk about anybody but Venus. We are going to really see what comes through for each sign and see what each sign could benefit from. These are channeled messages, so if this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Sarah. I'm a channeler and an astrologer. And today I'm channeling through the lens of an all signs reading. This is the general astrological wheel, starts in Aries, goes all the way around over to Pisces. Please watch for your rising sign first, and then your sun sign, and then your moon sign. The area of your chart, you might have to watch for 4. Truly, you might have to watch for a whole bunch. Why do you say that, Sarah? Because we're talking about 10 degrees of Aries to 24 degrees of Pisces. This is where we get that retrograde, where it's, planet is going direct, and then we get that little windshield wiper, and then it comes back again. So Venus is making 3 conjunctions. First time, second time, third time, to any placements, angles, houses that you have between 10 degrees of Aries to 24 degrees of Pisces. I'm going to list all of the key dates below. It's very, very fascinating. So I'll put them in the description, but one of the most interesting things is, Mars went direct in Cancer energy. Where is Mars? This is Mars. On the 23rd of February, it went direct. We had that one full week until the 1st of March, where Venus went retrograde. In the middle of eclipse season, March, just like, please don't make any big moves in March. Just please stay the course. I'm following my own advice. This is the only thing that I'm recording today. And I'm going to spend my time with Sybil. I'm going to go out into nature. Like really, I'm right alongside you doing this work. This is very intense, powerful energy. So just please, if you're feeling overly emotional or exhausted or really confused, you're right on time. You're right on time. And so March, just don't make any big moves. Quantum leaps, absolutely. Things that you've been working on for a very long time, absolutely. Level ups, new tax brackets, new relationships, absolutely. But no big moves, no big shifts. Like, I used to do this and now I'm doing this. Just create. This is Pisces energy going into early degrees of Aries energy. So please, no big moves. Retrograde during eclipse season, And then when Mercury is going to go direct on the 7th of April, and Venus is going to go direct on the 12th of April. From the 12th of April to the 4th of May, all systems go, all planets are go, and then starting on the 4th of May, for the rest of 2025, is retrograde season. We'll have some retrograde planets, and so not every single planet is going to be going direct. Okay, Sarah, What does any of that mean? It's very, very fascinating because I feel as though, Mercury makes a few retrogrades every single year. 3 retrogrades a year. So I'm not really concerned about that Mercury retrograde, but I find it that Venus doesn't go retrograde every single year. Mars doesn't go retrograde every single year. So when these inner personal planets, yin, assertion, go retrograde, we take the love, I'm going to talk only about Venus now. We take the love that we would normally give in the outer and we bring it inward. We take the love and we say, what is it that I need? What is it that I actually am looking for out there that I need to give to myself? Like, not so much the cliche, like date yourself, but finding out what it is that you need. Being able to identify how you're feeling in each moment, being able to identify and say, okay, and we talk about this a lot, where when you're getting ready, after you've grounded, after you've meditated, you've brushed your teeth, just look yourself in the mirror and say, what percentage of me am I today? That's literally what I did today. I'll speak from my statements. If you're new at my Multidimensional Cafe, we speak from my statements. And I said, you know what? I'm between like 40 and 60% Sarah. I definitely couldn't do a one-on-one, but I can definitely channel this energy through. And then after that's posted, I'm going to put my phone down. I'm going to work on my Italian. I'm going to get ready. I have a day in this art studio tomorrow. Prepare for, the full moon energy. Get ready to record my full moon in Virgo introduction. Like, I can just do a few more things that just soothe my soul. Read my books. Just kind of have no expectations. And that's okay. And that's okay. And so whatever is coming up for you, astrologically, wherever this is in your chart, is it 1 or 2 houses? Really have that understanding. Know where this is and say, okay, this is where the planets are asking me to really know how to give this to myself. What is it that I need? What is it that I feel like I'm lacking? This isn't... there's also a lot of energy of, it's like a bitterness. Friendships have really transformed in the past little bit. Since November, there's been some real codependent family issues, codependent friend issues that maybe you're walking away from. Maybe you're understanding your role in it, and you're really looking at your inner self right now. On the general wheel, this is about the storefront view of my life, the self. This is Pluto in Aquarius since November of 2024. So I think I've given a significant introduction to this energy, and I'm going to see what comes through. I'm not going to put every single planet down, but if it's necessary, I will. We'll talk about the chart rulers. I'm just going to see how it comes through for every sign. So again, like I said, general wheel starts in Aries and goes all the way around over to Pisces. So my disclaimer is always listed below, which is this is not a personalized reading. Please do not take this as doctrine. Please only take what resonates with you. This might not be for everyone. This might not be for you. Just use your discernment and say this is for me or this is not for me. If this is your first time here, sometimes my readings can be a little bit more intense. I'm here to offer accessible tools for you to bring yourself back into alignment. So sometimes I can offer like 6 months of work into 5 minutes. So please use your discernment there. I think that's it for the disclaimer. It's always listed below. So please just take what resonates for you. Don't take the rest. And really looking at the dates and what's coming up for you and where this is falling in your chart. When you watch for your sun sign and your moon sign, these are just going to be themes that are coming up. It might not be specific, but it could be a little bit of an energy that's coming up for you right now. So let's talk. Okay. This is the sun. This is the moon. Mercury, obviously, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, Chiron, Black Moon Lilith. And I follow the mean nodes and the mean Lilith, not the true. So the North Node and the South Node, I place down like this, so you can see what the North Node is going into and what the South Node is releasing. I think that's it. I think that's it. All right, let's get started. Aries rising. Aries sun, Aries moon. You know I don't swear in my videos anymore, but it might feel like you got punched in the dick, in the ego, in the something, and you are feeling your feelings. I just have a feeling, and I've seen it come up in peripheral content, which is about leaving friendship groups, leaving communities. You know, with this, I would really look at what planets you have between 0 and 3 degrees of Aries, because Pluto right now is at 3. Is she at 3 degrees? She will be when... No, she's at 2 degrees. Yeah, I'd say between 0 and 3 degrees of Aries, you have that sextile of Pluto to those planets. This might be some of the most transformative experiences you've ever had in your life. Ever. And you're looking at things in such a deeper way. That Mars retrograde might have really knocked your marbles. Mars is your chart ruler. You have Chiron that's been sitting in your sign for seems like ever. And you have this anticipatory, as I record this, Neptune just went into 29 degrees of Aries. Literally, like right there. Mercury, as I record, is at 1 degree of Aries. This is just... I'm just listening to the guides. A lot had to be removed for you to understand and experience that not everybody's meant for you. Not everybody's supposed to be around your shine. At all. You're meant for absolute greatness. And it doesn't... There's no ego involved in this. Like, I really want you to understand that I'm not saying this in a... You're better than everybody, but... My guy, you can't do what it is that you came here to do when you're trying to explain things to other people. Like the conversation I had with a friend a long time ago where, and you know, when you're someone who is an old soul, is, you know, a leader, you can hold space for everybody, but not everybody can hold space for you. I'm having a full body chill. And so with that being said, if you're like, okay, I really need this, but I know that if I say this, then this person's going to say this, but then if I say this, I know that this is what they're going through, so I don't know if they're going to be able to do that. So if it's like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to say this, and then they're going to say this, but what I really need is this, and then by the time you've like saged down all the timelines of having the conversation with the person, you're like, I know what they're going to say, I know what I need, I kind of have already processed it, and I've moved along with my life. So this is fascinating. I'm going to put down the planets, or just actually like 1 or 2 planets, for the day that Venus goes direct. Will be in your house of soul, purpose, healing, closure, and coming home. This is the 12th of April, what I'm putting down right now. Neptune will already be in Aries. The sun will be at 23 degrees. Chiron is going to be at 23 degrees. Lilith will have moved into Scorpio, and the full moon is going to be over here in Libra. You can't do what it is. You could, like, the people that have been removed from your life, the utmost importance that they've been removed. And if you don't remove them, or let me rephrase, this isn't for every single Aries. I'm not saying that every single Aries needs to remove people from your life, but there's a situation, there's a move happening, like you're being held right now to say, okay, you can't stay here, you have to move here. You can't stay in this paradigm, you have to move to this paradigm. Sometimes the people that we surround ourselves with are our paradigm. You know, like we are the, you know, amalgamation of the 5 closest people to us type energy. So your sole purpose right now is being, like, the day that this goes direct is on a full moon. So it's going to be in your house of relationships. I'll have an entire video on this full moon. We'll talk so much more about it. But all I want to say right now is really process deeply. Okay, a few different groups of people. Some of you have, since Pluto went into Aquarius, been kicked out of a relationship, a job, a situationship, a group, a community, whatever it may be. Some of you are still in it and you know that you have to leave it, and you know, some of you are going to be moving, like whatever it may be. Some of you have either already left the situation or are going to leave the situation. Some of you, if you're like, oh, I know I have to leave the situation, the energy will provide what it is that you need to remove yourself from the situation. The people that are in transit, this is a perfect time to really be drawing the new space, writing out the specificities of the new community, writing out what does my ideal partner look like, sound like, and then really start to encompass those things. And for the people that have been actually big T or little t traumatized by that group, just feel it right now, Aries, just feel it. I'm seeing it come up in not spiritual content, but in peripheral content, that when you're removed from a group, or maybe you were in a friendship, maybe you were in a situation, like a friendship group that you didn't realize was toxic. And I want you to know, like, it's all on purpose. It doesn't discredit how painful it is, Aries. But really, it's that phrase that, you know, God removes you from certain tables because he heard conversations that you didn't. It doesn't discredit how painful it is. We expect ourselves and everyone, and especially when it comes to friend groups, I can only speak because I'm female to female friend groups, but like sometimes you just can't imagine how cruel and how like conniving, is that the right word, people can be, and how they like you at the level that you were at. So just feel all of it. Know that this is a perfect opportunity to really take very gentle quantum leaps, and call me if you need anything. I love you. Taurus rising, Taurus sun, Taurus moon. Ooh, buddy, you are having an awakening of some kind. Oof, oof. Oof, this is exciting stuff. Oh my God. Oh my God. You are having an awakening of some kind. This is harsh. There's a little bit of intense resentment of certain people in your life. This is intense. Yeah. This is intense. This is like, oh my God. Did you ever see the Rescuers Down Under, when like the big bird was like tied down? I'm seeing you as being like tied down. You're feeling really intensely tied down right now. And, you know, Neptune's going to go into Aries in the midst of this transit. Your soul purpose is calling you. But if you're constantly, if you have any Libra placements as well, I want you to go back into your journals in the past 6 months and really look at like, have I been judgmental? Do I think that I'm better than the people around me? Like, Venus is your chart ruler, dude. So this is a time to either like make the moves to remove yourself from the situation that you're not supposed to be in. Like, okay, let me rephrase. If you are actively pursuing a new job, a new home, a new relationship, whatever it may be, that's amazing. Then take this time to visualize it, to express gratitude for where you are. It's kind of like the difference between like, I'm going into a situation like, oh, I hate this job, or I hate this group, or I'm so much smarter, I'm so much better, oh my goodness, I can't believe them, or I'm so excited. Any day now is going to be my last day. I'm so grateful for the money that I receive from this job. It's giving me, all the tools that I need to be able to afford my home and the lifestyle that I really appreciate. Oh, this isn't going to be lasting so much longer, and I'm so excited. I'm effortlessly figuring out the way for things to adapt and to move themselves. Like Mercury's going to go retrograde in this same area: soul purpose, community, friendships, and wishes for the future. This is big stuff for you, Taurus rising especially. Like, if you find yourself being like bitter, if you have Cancer placements as well, like, this is a you. What's the common denominator here? You. Yeah, you're not communicating the way that you feel, and you're not making this is very, very interesting. So normally for other placements, I'm like for Cancer, for Libra, I'm like, you don't need to put together your resume or your CV or your LinkedIn or anything like that. Like, just visualize it and it'll come. For you, Taurus, because you're fixed negative earth energy, you're like, I need it to be this way. I need it to be experienced this way. This is the way that it needs to happen. Like, my guy, Jupiter is in your house of money right now. So if things aren't expanding in the way that you want, that's a you problem. You're the common denominator. You're the thing that needs to change, you know? So on the 12th, when Venus goes direct, dude, this is a time when daily life can change instantly, like instantly. Yeah, but it's going to take a little bit more visualization, a little bit more work, a little bit more intensity. Like, this is fixed negative earth energy. That Taurus is fixed negative earth energy. So it might take a little bit more releasing the patterns, because when you think thoughts, that thought has to hit you first. So if you find yourself putting yourself in environments where you really are judging the people around you, this could be a huge opportunity for you to release some shame and release some self-judgments and to release a little bit of, past habits. We are right now living the life of a past version of ourselves, living the life of a dream that we had at a certain point in time in the past. So finding ways to express gratitude for that, but also at the same time saying, okay, where am I off to next? What does my ideal job look like? And this could be a 3D job. I'm financially free. God, I effortlessly understand the way to make more money. I effortlessly understand the ways to do these things. So Taurus, if nothing is changing, it's because we need to change. You know? I love you. Gemini. It always happens that I want to sing for you. You've got some important things to do. You have new things that we need in this world. We need your light. We need your song. We need the way that you see the world. I don't know, that's just what came through. Yeah, we talked about this a little bit ago, that right now, this could be friends or family that taking a big hop, skip, and a jump away from. But we understand with, Lot's wife, there's a difference between walking towards something and walking away from something. And so right now, I would love for you to walk towards your, most abundant future. And spending a little bit of less time with people that you have to explain yourself to, or that I just want the best for you. I just really want the best for you, Gemini. Those people don't Do you hear the difference between like, I want you thriving, I want you on stage, I want you feeling great, I want you doing the thing, and I really just want what's best for you? Because that implies that that person knows what's best for you. They're not even listening to you. They're not even listening to you. So there's retrograde happening, Gemini, in your house of community, friendships, and wishes for the future. You know, your chart ruler, Mercury. In the middle of this Venus retrograde is our Mercury retrograde in the same area. Same area. So really, what's been coming up for you? Really ask yourself, how do I feel spending time with people? Like, when I see anyone in this world, do I need to like bubble myself and protect myself? And then after I'm done seeing them, am I like, oh Jesus God, like they could do this, they could do this, they could do this, they could do this, they could do this? Or are you so excited? Are you laughing? Are you sharing stories? Are you reciting poetry? Are you like, what are they listening? You know, are the people around you listening? Are they allowing you to be the flower that you are? This is important. This is so important. You know, on the 12th of April is when Venus is going to go direct in your house of legacy, the same day as we have a full moon in Libra. Joy, creative expression, community. Like, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. Uranus is going to dip into your sign. Like, you have a lot to offer this world. And if you spend time with people that don't even believe in themselves, you stop believing in yourself. You stop believing in the flowers, and you start to believe that everything's gray and nothing's going to be good or beautiful anymore. Really focusing on the way that you feel when you're alone and the way that you feel around the people that you spend time with. We're all responsible for our families, but you don't have to see them every single day. And taking some time with yourself some of you are really coming online as well, Gemini, like really coming online to telepathic and channeling and, you know, instant manifestation stuff. So spending some time in contemplation or, you know, oomping up your meditation practice, that could also be advantageous for your growth right now. Cool. Cancer. Cancer rising, Cancer sun, Cancer moon. Fascinating. If all the world's a stage, what role do you play? What role do you want to play? I could end it right there. Literally, I could end it right there. Your chart ruler is Zimon. Zimon is in Taurus as I record this, so I'll put you over here. It's not so much about community. It's like you thrive wherever you go. Like wherever you go, you'll just be yourself. And I have you're cardinal water energy. I'm not concerned about that. But you might feel like the club lights are turned on during this transit. You might really start to see yourself quite clearly and how special you are and how beautiful you are and how abundant you are and how differently you see the world and how differently you really like, yeah, I feel like that Mars transit really knocked your marbles. Really knocked you in the marbles. And just said, let it be easy. Let it be easy. You're not so far behind. Cancer, let it be easy. Let things be easy. Taking a leap of faith. I feel like you're going to take a leap of faith this year at some point, whether it's when Jupiter goes into your sign. I don't know when it is. When, maybe it'll be over the summer, maybe it'll be around your birthday. I have no idea. But I feel like so many of you are going to be taking a massive leap of faith. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for it. I'm so excited for it. Like, look at this. The day that Venus goes direct, of a full moon, top to bottom, 4th and 10th house. It's going to feel awkward because you've never done it before. You've never been so evolved. You've never been so cool. You've never been so interesting. You've never been so, like, I got this. Yeah. Either you are or you aren't, but I'd highly recommend doing some reprogramming, rewiring of your brain. And, that could be something as simple as putting on some hypnosis tapes while you sleep. And just, literally, you're just laying down. And you're just hearing, like, positive mantras as you sleep. Yeah. Nothing's going to change unless your subconscious, unconscious mind's changed. So, let it. And it's literally listening to affirmations as you sleep. You don't have to do anything. But sometimes letting it be easy, letting it be that simple can be triggering. When we're leaders, we're like, well, I have to figure it out. I have to do this. I have to do this. Only if you have Taurus placements would I say it's going to be a little harder, just because there's a tarot reading that I did, Cancer. It was like the payment doesn't match the thing. It was in the past few weeks. Definitely go check it out. Yeah, because it might make more sense. Yeah, I'm not going to repeat everything I said there, but definitely take a look at that tarot reading, because it's like, wait, what I do doesn't match what it is? Yeah, it's like not like you're exchanging money for goods and services. It's like you doing hypnosis tapes just like gets you to the most comfortable paradigm that you've ever been in, where you work less and you make like 3 times as much. Cool stuff. You're worthy. You're so worthy. You're doing great. Leo rising, Leo sun, Leo moon. Oh my God. This is not for everyone. This is not for everyone. This is not for everyone. Use your discernment. Some of you need to get out of that relationship. That's some of you need to just get out of that relationship, that job, that situation. Some of you, it's time to move on. It's time to move on. Yeah. Like, don't be homeless, but like some of you, if you have the capacity to get out of whatever you're in, freaking do it. Just do it. This is Pisces season. Your chart ruler is the sun, so I'm going to put the sun down right now as I'm recording this. Yeah. Just ever so slightly over-concerned with shared possessions and things like that. Ever so slightly concerned. Pluto's in your house of relationships, and this fixed axis is just saying, like, let go of that rigidity, darling. Let it go. It's holding you back. And you've known this for a while. This could also be setting boundaries with family members. This could be setting boundaries with colleagues, coworkers. Could be you want to move. Yeah, there's so much going on. You know you got things to do. You just know you got things to do. You know you got bigger experiences to have, and some of you really want to travel. Some of you really want to do things and like move along from the environment. This is leap of faith energy right now. This really is leap of faith energy. And I'm jazzed about that for you. That's wonderful. You just wiggle your finger. That's wonderful. 12th of April is when Venus is going to go direct in your house of shared possessions. And it's on the full moon. Communication, early learning, short trips, long distance travel, higher education. This is Sag energy up here. For you, it's run by Aries, fire, fire. So, like, if you're in a situation right now where you feel like you're not being honest about a situation, ask yourself why. Where is the fear? You know, it's very fascinating. For some of you, this is relationships, and for some of you, this is, you know, job situations where you're like, well, Sarah, I really want to leave this job, but I have to be nice to my boss because it's my boss, and, you know, I'm in a situation, like, if I want you actively pursuing a new environment, actively telling the partner, hey, I'm not feeling this anymore. I just want you to know that. And because it's like there's some unconscious, subconscious, or very conscious fear of being homeless or losing whatever comfort you have or whatever it may be. But it's like the world will remove it. The world will remove it. The universe will provide you for situations that are like, you can't do that anymore. You can't do that anymore. So really, not like to get a check yourself before you wreck yourself, but like, be honest with yourself. Be honest with the situation that you're in. Be honest with yourself in the mirror and just say, wow, I really don't like the fact that, be honest with God, source, spirit, and say, I don't want to have to do this. I don't want to have to be nice to this boss. Please, God, show me the way. Like, a new job effortlessly finds me. Like, having those mantras that are so trusting and so, it's like there's a difference between making it work and lying to yourself. Because if you're lying to yourself, you're just going to lie to the people around you. That's just, that energy has to hit you first, and that vibration is just so accepted. So it's like, the world knows that you're lying to them. So it's like, we're going into a telepathic space, but like, why are you lying to yourself? Yeah, the world that you desire desires you, you know? The relationship that you desire desires you. So when you tell God, I only want 6 out of 10, but like a lot of you are like, oh, 4 out of 10 is fine. Really look at that. Really ask yourself. And this is the perfect opportunity with this Venus retrograde to love yourself more. And the more you love yourself, the more you feel safe within your own body and nervous system to leave situations that don't serve you. I love you. If I can be helpful, please reach out. Virgo rising, Virgo sun, Virgo moon. Y'all are having your awakening. I love this so much. This is so interesting. It's like I'm just seeing you, and this isn't for everyone, but I'm just seeing you be like, yeah, I've like been studying the planets and I'm getting used to them. And then when things happen, you're really doing a beautiful job right now, Virgo, of like looking at things from an objective perspective to say, oh yeah, I'm in this. I don't want to be in this, but you know, Mercury's going retrograde and I'm not going to make big decisions, but I know that my chart ruler is like, you're really getting to know yourself, which I'm really proud of you. You know, the South Node transiting your ascendant sign, it's not always the easiest thing. And so I'm really proud of the way that your vibration is right now. I'm really proud of the way that you're looking at this. You know, this transiting from your house of shared possessions, sensuality, sexuality, deep transformation, and then retrograding back into your descendant sign. I really love this. You know, some of you might be looking for spiritual counseling. Some of you might be taking a course. Some of you might be, I would say that's just something to look at when the North Node is in your house of relationships. Like, whose team? Who are the people that I feel really great being around? What are the things that I really enjoy You know, how do I want to, what's the quantum leap that I want to make, and who's made that quantum leap, and let me learn from them. You know, Aries running your 8th house is insanely cool. Insanely cool. So the day that Venus goes direct is on the 12th of April, which we're going to have a full moon in Libra at 23 degrees. The sun will be conjunct Chiron over here. That's the money axis. This is really interesting. Mercury will be direct. Venus will be going direct. All systems will be direct from the 12th of April until the 4th of May, when Pluto goes retrograde in your house of daily life and practical service, kicking off retrograde season for the remainder of 2025. This is really cool. This is really cool. I really love the way that you're navigating this, Virgo. I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of you. I'd really say adding in team and also showing your true self. You know, I had a subscriber comment that it wasn't so much about like collaborations. Yeah, I had channeled through that, you know, we were collaborating with other people, but right now this is you being as fully authentic as possible and learning. You know, your chart ruler is Mercury. Learning, the mind, downloads. I'd say learning something that really jazzes you up right now could be a really interesting, fun, beautiful way, because your mind's education is never a negativism, Virgo. It's like when you learn something, there's nothing bad about that. You just have a new skill set. You have another tool to put into your toolbox. So I would say finding things that like really interest you and focusing there, you know, focusing there. Team could be helpful, but only if you are in need of it. Like we can get addicted to processing sometimes. So I just would really recommend that only if you need, and use your discernment. If you need someone that's done what it is that you're doing to mentor you, oh my God, hire them. If you need an education, a certification, oh my God, do it. But if you're at a place where you're like, Sarah, none of that resonates, then keep it up and stay the course. Libra, honey, how you doing, babe? How are you feeling? Going into a whole new paradigm. Yeah. A whole new paradigm's coming for you. Why? Because of the relationships in your life. You know, this is your chart ruler. This is happening in your descendant sign. Just going retrograde back into your house of daily life practical service. This is gorgeous. I'm really excited for you. I'm just listening to the guides. Are you ready for when your abundance comes, or for your whatever it is that you're focused on right now, whether it be the perfect partner, the perfect job opportunity? You know, there's this this really fascinating woman on Instagram, and I'm really Margot something or other. I just started to follow her, and she talks about helping old souls quantum leap. And she posted, I'll see if I can find the reel. She's like, and it was beautiful because it was, do you own the outfit for that date, for that job, for that TED Talk, for that business meeting, for that whatever? Do you already own that, like, I got this outfit? If not, go shopping. And that triggered me because I was like, I don't have that outfit. I don't. So I'm right there with you. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm just saying, like, you know, the midst of this transit is when Lilith is going to go into your house of money. We've been talking for a little while. There's an aesthetic change that a lot of you have been wanting to make. There's a move that's coming. A lot of you are like being released from the soul contract that you had at a certain place in this planet. I love that for you. I really love that for you. Yeah, and so if that doesn't make sense just yet, ask yourself if you're avoiding that, if there are minute changes that you can be making in your daily life that just kind of shift the whole thing. Shift the whole thing. On the 12th of April, is when Venus goes direct at 24 degrees of Pisces. It's full moon in your sign. Conjunct Chiron in your house of relationships. The people that are meant to be there, it's funny, I'm saying this, and as I'm saying this, you're like saying, the people that are meant to be there can't be there unless the people that aren't meant to be there are leaving. I know, you've said that so many times. Okay, then do something about it. Yeah. So if you've been here with me enough, and I sound like a broken record, that message is continuously trying to find you. It's like that fable of, the man who's drowning. And he's like, God, help me. God, help me. I'm drowning. God, help me. And a boat goes by. And the guy's like, I'm good. God's coming. And I'm like, okay. And move along. God, help me. God, help me. Help me. God, help me. And another boat comes by. Do you want to come aboard? No, I'm waiting for God. God's going to save me. And then the man dies. He gets up to heaven. And he's like, God, I thought you were going to save me. What happened? And God's like, I sent 2 boats. So it might not look like what you thought it was going to look like. But Libra, nothing's going to change unless you decide to change, unless you shift your standards, unless you say, these are my standards. This could be a perfect time with retrogrades to really decide, what are the values of the people that I allow in my inner circle? I'm still talking on Libra. What are the values? And don't settle for anything less. It's like you have standards of, I eat organic food. I'm not going to not eat organic food. I don't eat this. I don't drink this. I drink top shelf. I drink this kind of coffee. I drink this kind of tea. And so having standards for everything that you allow into your energy fields, Libra, is a good thing. Let's take a sip of water, everybody. Alrighty, here we go. Scorpio, how are you feeling? Scorpio, you've been in it. You've been in it. And so I honor you. This is really fascinating. I'm hearing that you've been kept in the dark about something. This could be a family issue. This could be, this is happening in your house of daily life, practical service, retrograding back into your house of play, romance, creativity, childlike spirits. This is really interesting. Some of you are like, I want to go. I want to go. I'm done with this. I am so tired of whatever is going on. Like, you are... I want you to slow down so much during this transit and keep up with what you're doing. And if anybody's watching for a Scorpio, this is how I talk to Scorpio. So I sometimes have to give a double disclaimer because there's some like impatient bitterness that's going on right now where I'm like, you're going to be seen. And you're like, you've said that 6 months ago. You're going to meet the person. You said that during the Jupiter conjunction of Uranus. You're like, there's so much that I want to say to you right now that you're just like, dude, I'm kind of tapped out. I'm kind of ridiculously exhausted, and people are waking up, and now people are, this is fascinating, I want to play this out with you. People are starting to take what it is that I'm doing seriously, and it's in a way where it's like I've been telling them for ages about this, but they're like, hey, did you know that we're going into eclipse season? And you're like, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? I don't want you lying to the people around you, but I would really love for you to pull back on sharing your dreams with people that have not accomplished what it is. I've said this to you before, have not accomplished what it is that you want to accomplish. And do not listen to the advice of people that have not done what it is that you want to do. Like, stop it. Stop it. Like, absolutely stop it. And it's like, okay, so I'm seeing you like going onto, you found me on YouTube. Maybe you're new here. Welcome. And you don't know me. You don't know me. Why are you listening to my advice? You don't know anything about my content. Why are you randomly looking at, content creators? Why are you randomly looking at, like, I'm happy that you're here and I'm like, welcome. And, you probably didn't read the disclaimer. You probably didn't know that I was going to shoot between the eyes. You probably didn't know that these readings are intense. But, like, why are you asking for validation from what your gut already told you? There's deep pain going on right now for you, Scorpio. And I want you to feel it. The expansion of Jupiter in your Gemini house, which is a Scorpio-run house, one of your chart rulers, in your house of quest, adventure, long distance travel, and higher education that's been retrograde, you probably want to jump out your skin right now. You probably want to jump out your skin right now. And so when your chart rulers come to, I have no idea when, this is just coming to me right now, come into an opposition, there might be a lot more clarity that you receive. I really want you to get to know, again, especially if you have Aries placements, please listen to the introduction to this. Like, get to know yourself and your not self themes. Because you're worthy of a partnership. I just want you to know that, as you are. Like, the day that Venus goes direct is going to be on the full moon in Libra, in your house of soul purpose, healings, closures, and coming home. Lilith will be in Scorpio by then, and Neptune will be in Aries by then. So Lilith's going to be in your sign, and Neptune's going to be in Aries, which is a Mars-run house. You are run by Mars and Pluto. So there is a lot of a connection to Aries with you. Aries just does things in a very different way. And during this time, I expect a lot of clarity to come from this time period, from this Venus retrograde for you. And it's saying, okay, I know myself. I understand what it is that I want and I need. Like at the beginning of my day, I said, okay, I'm 40 to 60% Sarah. I couldn't do a one-on-one today, but I can do this. And then the rest of the day, I do whatever comes. Whatever comes. And so that doesn't make me unworthy of a divine partnership or the perfect job, the perfect opportunity, the perfect whatever it may be, Scorpio. So it's to say that we are worthy of what it is. Venus is yin. It's about love and money and abundance. So that's why I'm referencing those things. Uranus in your house of relationship over here. So it's really saying there will be times and opportunities that come up that you're going to feel soft and vulnerable, and that's a beautiful thing. Let it blossom. Let your awareness come from the fact that, you don't always have to be on. You don't always have to be available. You don't always have to have the answers, masculine or feminine. You don't have to know the answers. You don't have to be strong all the time. All you have to do is be aware that what you're experiencing is a you experience and say, okay, when I'm feeling this is what I need. This is what I can provide for myself. This is what I can't provide for myself. Like when you're experiencing a healing crisis and you're like, oh, I really love this soup. So I'm going to get this soup because I'm not feeling the best. If I'm feeling emotionally not my best, then I'm not going to engage with other people. I'm just going to take myself into the woods and spend time with my, VIPs, whatever that looks like, whatever that looks like. And being able to ask for help when you need it. And we use those tools, Scorpio. Like when we message people, hey, I'm having kind of an off day. Can you hold space for me? And give that person the opportunity to say yes or no or when. Because we don't FaceTime people and just say and start bawling our eyes out. We don't do that. We're adults. Please reach out if I can be helpful. But you've been really getting like rocked from the inside out, Scorpio, and I just honor and I see you. But yeah, do not listen to people that are not living the life that you desire. We've said this before. I'll say it again. Don't listen to that advice. I love you. Sagittarius. Sagittarius rising. Sagittarius sun. Sagittarius moon. Fascinating. Fascinating. Use your discernment. This isn't for everyone. There's a situation, a job, a relationship, something that like you're just done with. You're so done with. You're so done with it. I mean, it's like a trauma bond. It's like, it's family. It's a family job. It's a job environment. It's roommates. It's something. It's like there's so many contracts basically that are like, it's like I'm just seeing like all these roots all put together, and like, you know, like the money trees where like all the roots are like woven together, and you're like, how am I supposed to get out of this? I would love for you to just be aware of it, whatever it may be. You know, I love the 5th and the 11th house axis. It's play, romance, joy, creativity, childlike spirits, all fun. Like I'm sitting here like having fun. And then, you know, over here in the 11th house is community, friendships, and wishes for the future. So with this retrograde, and it goes back into the house of home and safety. And so this is like cultural family roots. This is having a good time. This is doing things daily life, and then relationships. I put down your chart ruler first because it's in your descendant sign right now. It's in your house of relationships. So there is like this clipped wingsness that's happening right now, Sag. I want you to do some like taking your power back meditations. Like calling your power back to you. If you do not know how to do that, please send me an email. We can have a free 15-minute consultation. We can walk it through. Please use your discernment when doing things. If you don't know how to do things in the spiritual realm, don't jump in full hog. So like, please use your discernment. Please use your discernment, but understanding how to take your power back. This could be a wonderful time to do evening, what are they called? Hypnosis tapes as you sleep. Really working on your unconscious, subconscious brain right now. There's pain here. There's deep pain going on. Something's up. Something's real up. Venus is going to go direct on the 12th of April, where we have a full moon, 23 degrees of Libra. It's conjunct Chiron. So this is like childhood wounds are coming up. I just have to really honor that a lot of you are doing this work. You're doing this deep inner work. You're really like getting your hands in it, getting your hands dirty, speaking from I statements, really like you're doing the dang thing. You're doing the dang thing. Yeah, it's like a lot of this is connected to, and this is gross, I just have to honor that, like mother-father issues, sensual sexual issues, worthiness issues, money issues, all different things. Yeah, some of you are just a little bit too preoccupied with this issue mentally, with this person, with this job, with this situation that you really just don't want to be in, or that you need to leave behind. So like, please just use your discernment with this, and just know that some of you want to move. I'm just listening to the guides. There's like a flip book. A lot of you are just having an awakening right now, Sag, like where you're, you know, maybe a lot of you are really new here and you're looking at things in a way where like, no, astrology stuff really actually slaps and like makes a lot of sense. That's amazing. Just don't jump into things that you don't fully understand. Like, have a solid foundation. Your mutable fire energy, like March, I did a whole video on March 2025. This understanding the astrology doesn't give us like this free pass to pop off. And just because we're having difficult experiences and difficult moments in our lives, that's you having the difficult experience. The world isn't happening to you, it is there for you. So it's not saying like, this is going on, this is going on, this is going on, this is going on. Everybody's got problems, dude. Everybody's in something you know nothing about. Everybody's in something you know nothing about. So we're not very special in this world. Like, we are an intricate flower, but also like we're one drop of the ocean and also the ocean. We're also textbook. So understanding a lot of that, Sag, could be very helpful. So I'd say understanding your chart and what's getting activated. I have, you know, my awakened mastery, I have chapter 4 astrology only. For some of you, might be worth your energy and time. It has basically every single program that I've ever had that's astrologically based packed into one chapter. So the link for the Academy is below. So definitely just go check out the Academy in the description. That might be, and it's like a crash course. So I'm offering as many multidimensional metaphysical tools, not multidimensional, but like we're at a multidimensional cafe, so I'm screaming at you from across time and space, but know that like there are resources that are available for you. But like maybe go listen to the Scorpio video. Like if this is your first time here and you're just randomly looking for people to give you information on YouTube, discern, because you don't know anything about these people. You've never met me. If this is your first time here, amazing. I'm so happy to be here. But like, are you giving all of your power to a reading from across time and space? And I've done it too, dude. I've done it too. There have been many seasons of my life that I would listen religiously. Say, oh my God, I'm feeling this. Am I feeling this? Oh my God, I'm being told I'm feeling this. Am I actually feeling this? Like, you are so intuitive already. You're so intuitive. Okay, I gotta stop. Capricorn. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I love you so much. I haven't put Saturn down for anybody, but since Saturn is your chart ruler, I have to. Oh, baby, you are going through a detox of people, of experiences. Holy God, this is intense stuff for you. Holy God. Oh my God, this is family. This is just like patterns and patterning. It's connected to your money. I want to hug you, Cap. I just want to hug you right now. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, you've been removed. If you have Aries placements, you've legit been removed from communities. You've been like, or you've left communities. Something's going on. You're being prepared for greatness. You are being like shifted from the inside out to be in the environment and the paradigm and the level that you never even thought that you could handle. Even with the Pluto and Capricorn transit, you're like, there's a beautiful softness that's coming out right now, Capricorn, that I'm jazzed about. Yeah, you're healing some family wounds. You're just healing it for the whole line. And you can't do it with the family members. You just can't. You're recognizing that. I'm not projecting that onto you. I'm just validating what you're experiencing right now. You're kind of on your own right now. And that's okay. It's on purpose. It's always darkest right before the dawn. You know that. You've experienced, like if the world hasn't taken you down yet, it ain't gonna. It ain't gonna. So Venus is gonna go direct in Pisces at 24 degrees, conjunct your chart ruler, 25 degrees. And it's going to be on a full moon in Libra at 23 degrees. What is that? What is that? What is that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I actually see this as like an old stage crumbling, and like your new one is just being built for you. Your new home, your new experience, whatever it may be, but let it be easy. Let it be effortless. Stay composed. I'm gonna love Jupiter in Cancer for you, Cap. I just can't wait for that reading when we do it. I'm just so excited for you. This is a wonderful time of receiving right now, like a real wonderful time of receiving, and letting it be I love this. This could be love coming in. This could be like marriage. This could be real like marriage energy, real intense, beautiful marriage energy, Capricorn. And especially if you've been waiting a long time, and like, I want the softness that you're allowed, that you allow other people. I would just love for you to receive it on your own. I would love for you to receive flowers and just seeing, divine feminine flowers, divine masculine, just like seeing her from across the room and being like, that's her. That's her. And then just like courting and waiting 3 to 6 months to do anything. So you just enjoy it. But that could be a really beautiful time. Yeah. Spring and autumn for you, depending on your time zone, Cap. But this is really special. So feel it, be in it, and just know that the work that you're doing is not going unnoticed by the universe. It's just nobody at the grocery store has any idea how deeply you're processing right now. Yeah. You and Scorpio. Make friends with a Scorpio. Or if you have Scorpio placements, please rest. Amazing. Aquarius. Aquarius rising, Aquarius sun, Aquarius moon. How on earth are you feeling right now? Something feels slow. Yeah, something might feel very slow. How are you having fun? What is fun? What is play? I might have lost some people right there. Yeah, having fun and understanding that play and joy is integral, is part of life. Saturn's one of your chart rulers, so we'll put him down here. So something feels slow. So if in the future we have time, money, and location freedom, we can do what we want, we're balling out, we've got all the things, we only spend time with people because we want to, not because we have to, we don't have to do anything, we can just vibe, we probably dance and have a good time a lot more often. We probably travel. Probably just like John Travolta down the street, or like risky business, dance around, like just put on music and vibe. So maybe the fastest way to quantum leap into that energy is to feel the feelings of that version of yourself, and to play and to have fun. You know? Because if we say things like, I can't until, we're constantly pushing the goalpost back, constantly saying like, not allowed to, not yet, not today, that's still in the future, which doesn't exist. The future doesn't exist. The only time you have is right now. So Venus going direct in your house of money, values, and access to resources at 24 degrees, conjunct one of your chart rulers over here. And that's going to be when the full moon is happening in Libra. Lilith is going to be in your house of legacy at that time. You're allowed to have fun. There's some rigidity around inner child wounding that's coming through, and that's not for everybody. That's not for everybody. But there's a little bit of like, I wasn't allowed to have fun then, and so we're not really recognizing that we are allowed to have fun now. We are allowed to play. We're allowed to make a mess. We're allowed to cover ourselves in paint. We're allowed to, do things and say things in ways that are finally safe. They're finally safe. And I'm excited for you to discover new ways of play, Aquarius. And know that that's just the gentlest way. Like, that's your homework, is to learn how to have fun. There's a channeler that I've followed for a long time. I don't subscribe to his channels right now, but Lazarus, the Lazarus material. And, he channeled a very long time ago that the only two things that every single person on this planet needs to focus on, the two soul contracts, are to consciously create our own successes and to learn how to have fun. So if things are slow, if money is slow, if things are happening, what is the pinhole that you've allowed God to give you your abundances through? And how can you have some mantras that say, I am free, I am financially free, I am open to receive money from unexpected sources, unexpected things. Yeah, even the energy of like winning the lottery is so limited. It's so limited. So amazing, amazing, amazing. Pisces rising, Pisces sun, Pisces moon. Ooh. Oh. Oh. That's going to feel great. That's going to feel great. One of your chart rulers leaving your sign. He'll dip back into your sign later on this month, so you don't have to worry about that. But this is... Values. Values. What are your values? If honesty is one of your values, where are you not being honest? Where are your limitations of your mind? What do you mean, Sarah? I know that, many things in my human body I can heal with energy, with my mind, with my intentions, many things, most things. But if I get shot in the face, please bring me to a medical doctor. They're going to be able to handle that a lot faster than I could. If I step off of a building, gravity takes over. If I walk into traffic, most likely I'm going to get hit by something. Those are specific laws. But the laws of the universe are the ones that we're meant to follow. And understanding the karmic laws, the laws of gender, gestation, give and receive, the laws of vibration, rhythm, like my Awakened Mastery program, I have a whole video on the laws of the universe and how to really work with them and integrate them. So values, what do you value? Not what your beliefs are, but what are your values? Then you can go to your belief systems, top 5 values. What are my beliefs? Where is the line of I can effortlessly manifest this and oh no, I gotta do this. I can effortlessly create with my thoughts, words, actions, and intentions. But I gotta do this thing. Venus retrograding back into your sign, Neptune going into Aries, Mercury retrograding back into your sign, and then the full moon, where Venus goes direct, is on the money axis. You're meant for greatness, darling. You're meant for greatness. So act the part. Really act the part. Some of you might be moving. Some of you have wanted to move for a very long time. And I hope that at some point you find a way to snap out of it and awaken yourself to say, oh my God, I've just been, speaking like everybody else at the watering hole. It's very unconscious what's been happening right now, Pisces. And I think that the North Node in your sign is really going to show you some words that are spoken of people around that watering hole that you're like, I don't believe any of that. I don't believe any of that. I don't know. And when you start to speak up, people are just kind of naturally rejecting. They just naturally fall away from you. And so then the more you speak up, the people that are meant to be around you are naturally drawn to you. And you just immediately, within however long it takes, say, wow, look, I'm in a whole new community, a whole new paradigm, a whole new country, maybe. This is, It's good stuff, Pisces. But yeah, God's never going to let you thrive in an environment you're meant to leave. I think that's it. Please ask questions. Please reach out directly if I can be helpful for a free 15-minute consultation. And just know that I'm here. I love you.